Time for a crypto market update, December 5th, morning edition 2025. As always, if you like down-to-earth, common sense crypto commentary, give me a number 5 in the comments, share this with a friend, and bookmark it for later. Well, in a really sneaky way, the Russell 2000, which is not a crypto, obviously, it's an index of the 2,000 smallest publicly traded companies on the Russell 3000 index, kind of like the altcoin index of the stock market, is flirting with new all-time highs. Now, this is huge for global risk-on assets, and if you recall, crypto happens to be a risk-on asset. It's very, very sensitive to liquidity and capital rotation. Another strong metric we're looking at is the ETH BTC chart. It has structurally broke trend, so Ethereum is now outperforming Bitcoin in low time frames. So if Bitcoin can continue upward and making higher highs and higher lows, and Ethereum, ETH BTC, continues upward in a parabolic step-like formation as it was resuming since last year, then this would be an incredible sign for your crypto portfolio. And if you zoom out, the ETH BTC chart is doing exactly what it did at the end of the last cycle before the final impulsive move. Now, forget all the charts for a second, because I know there's plenty of people out there looking at charts in a technical way and probably trying to scare you out of your portfolio. However, if you take your head out of the sand for just a second and realize that there are massive sovereign wealth funds that are about to or are already have been accumulating Bitcoin and crypto over the last stage of fear, it's really hard to be bearish right now. And yesterday, the U.S. Treasury Department bought $2 billion of its own debt back, and that amounts to $14.5 billion this week alone. What this does is it retires older securities or Treasury securities and injects cash directly into the hands of those Treasury holders, usually banks, etc., so that that liquidity can flow into the market more freely. Also, this gobbledygook behind me is actually some of the biggest crypto news in history. Now, this gobbledygook behind me is an announcement from the CFTC where the U.S. government has finally, after 15 years, greenlit the protections of Wall Street when it comes to trading crypto and Bitcoin on American exchanges, aka the end of offshore exchange manipulation has begun. Now, when it comes to Bitcoin and liquidity hunting, the central exchanges and market makers are still on the pursuit. And there's a